Hey, hey, hey. Thank you so much for being here today on the We Got This Mind and Body page. This is Camille. You know who I be, you know who I am. And I am super, super excited to bring to you some amazing women that are going to be talking about not only the power of our morning routine. I already did it wrong. She'll teach us. But the power of the breath, the deep breathing. Now, I know we hear a lot about the power of the breath and how we should really learn how to, meditate, to really get one with our breathing. But what does that really mean for our wellness? Why do we do this? And how can we incorporate this into our lifestyle where it becomes seamless and something that we can do on a regular basis? So, this is why it is very important for us to have these open discussions so that we could find other avenues and other ways so we can enhance our overall wellness. So, without further ado, I have my beautiful friend, Miss Alicia, and I have Jenny here that again will be talking to you about. We're going to be touching a little bit about that morning routine. And of course, we're going to be doing some awesome breath work. So stay tuned because we are going to get this is going to be interactive, fun, as well as very relaxing and reviving session today on the We Got This. So without further ado, let me introduce to you my amazing ladies. We got Alicia and we got Jenny. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all
Hello.
doing today?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. What a wonderful introduction.
Yes, awesome. Absolutely. Alicia, I'm super excited. Jenny, your microphone's on mute, so I'm not too sure.
Okay.
There you go. There you
I,
go.
I'm doing really well. I do. I'm recovering from I don't know, cold, probably flu or whatever that is. But
Mm.
other than that, I'm good. It's like everybody around me is sick, and I can't
Yeah.
help but like.
Yeah.
Ugh. But
It's
it's okay.
going around. It's what I've been calling right now the non-COVID flu. So everybody around here, even in Toronto, are having the this flu. Thankfully, it's not COVID. It's just a little bit of a little stifler as we're doing things in life. And especially
Mhm.
us women, when we are building up our business, if we have children, we have our social lives, and then we have to factor in having the little sniffles. So totally get it, totally understand. And this is all a part being human. But you know what? I'm so grateful that you showed up because I know how important it is for you to address that your message, your passion about the power of that morning routine and understanding about the power of the breath. How we could really come into one in understanding and relaxation. And most importantly, it's that focus is what I love about the breath work. And we're always constantly going here, there, and everywhere. Our minds are here. We're thinking about what we have to do at 5, right? But when we can hound down our thinking and our whole mindset to the now, where we're focusing on what needs to be done now, as opposed to that stress and worry about what needs to be done in the future or what should have been done in the past, we can actually be a lot more productive. We can do it with not only style and grace, but I don't know about you, but I'm so tired of this A word, which is the anxiety that we tend to build up on ourselves when we're constantly going around and around in circles. And when it comes to wellness, I love to teach individuals that it's not just about your fitness, it's not just about your nutrition, but there's so many different factors, such as how you wake up in the morning, how you're sleeping, how you are able to truly understand and realign the thoughts that are going through your mind. So, without further ado, I could, me, I'm a talker because I absolutely love everything wellness, but I want to highlight you all. I'm going to throw myself down. I'm going to keep you two up here. Jenny, I'm going to start off with you because I know you have a limited voice, but I'm so grateful that you're here. And when we do these breath works, I know it's going to feel even more calm too as well because you're all about that. I would love for you to share with the amazing community about your morning routines, about even you did a great live this past week about your inner self and just really understanding about the power of expression, of really expressing your inner you, what you did with Jen. earlier on today. I'm this week. So definitely, I'm going to throw myself down. I'm going to throw you guys up, and let's get this conversation going. And then we're going to get to Miss Alicia.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And actually, when it comes to morning routine, breath work is a part of my morning routine, which is like the first thing that I do because that's really energy generating. And like, with me just like, doing, well, I kind of combine that with Kundalini. And so it comes with the movement, like, the twisting and all of that with the breath work. And, the stomach and chest breathing. And it's just amazing. It keeps me focused on my intention. I want to have fun this morning. And it generates, and that keeps me focused on what I want to do that morning. And my focus is usually just, I just want to have fun. I'm going to dance and I'm going to get excited and I'm going to have this energy of celebration this morning. And that gives me this really thick cushion of positivity. And so when I get out of the house to work in the morning, I'm all good and happy. And that habit, because I've been doing it repeatedly in years and years and years, it's been healing for my nervous system. And so I don't have stress anymore. It's like, then I understand like stress is really a choice, right? You could either choose to choose calm right now. Excuse the bell. And or you could, like what Camille said earlier, choose to worry, be anxious about the future. But when you have the tools like Alicia that's going to show you, focus on the breathing, and focus on what gives you joy, that's when the peace comes. And yeah, that's what the morning routine really is. I choose the morning because the morning is really the best time for us to decide that we want to have fun, because your brain, the brain is, in that state of theta and delta. That's the hypnotic state. And so when you keep on feeding yourself positivity first thing when you wake up, that's the seed that's going to grow throughout the day. And that's how you make your decision. That's how you make good decisions, basically. So if that makes sense.
Absolutely does make sense. It's like what I always like to say, how you start your day is how you set the tone. So, just really waking up with that peace, with that gratitude, without that immediate jump and let's go, 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 really does do hound down that mindset to really align with what needs to be done, but in an orderly fashion and without having that anxiety of bouncing from here, there, and everywhere. And just like you said, I love that you love to incorporate fun, because it should be fun. Things that we do that are going to enhance our self-care and self-love should be things that are enjoyable to ourselves. Because if it's not enjoyable, what's going to happen? We're going to get that stress cortisol, that cortisol hormone, which will just be counteracting everything that we're trying to build up. So I love that you incorporate things that you absolutely enjoy, Jenny, and that you understand the power of the breath even as we are waking up. And now in saying that, I'm going to move over to Miss Alicia, who's just going to just do a little bit of an intro on what she does, who she is. And then I'm going to come back up and then we're going to go and do this amazing breath work. I'm super excited. So I'm going to throw myself down, and Alicia, it's all you, girlfriend.
Awesome. Yes, I guide breath work. And what that means is that I lead and teach others to do the breath work. I'm not doing it. I'm not the one giving people the energy, giving them, healing them, helping them. So I'm just here to hold space. And I think that's what I find so powerful about breath work is it is a technique that people can do on their own. They can do it with support, or you can do it in your own space. And I just love that about breath work. I think it was yesterday, I had been going through something the day before, and I didn't do breath work first thing in the morning. And I found myself feeling like I was not in my body. And I think that's one of the most interesting things about breath work is that it connects us to our body. It doesn't just, shut off our mind. It allows us to take all of that information that our body holds and be present with it. Kind of like Camille had been saying about, it really brings her to the present moment. And that feeling of your body being resonant is really you feeling that present moment. So I just love that. So the kind of breath work I do, it's a very specific technique. And Jenny's done it with me a few times, and I think Camille has too. It's been so fun every time. It's a specific technique and practice, and we do it over, today we're going to do it for 10 minutes. Often we do it for even longer. So it's not necessarily, some people look at breath work as a tool you could use like when you're in line at the bank and stress comes up. That's a different kind of breath work that I value very, very much, that helps you keep calm. This type of breath work, it's almost like running a marathon, and stuff is going to come up. If there is anything in your body, if you have any held tensions, if you have any past experiences that you sort of stuff down, we use that language, like you stuff it down, it doesn't go away. It stays in your body. So that stuff can come up, and you can feel a little frustrated at first, maybe, but underneath that is where that joy that Jenny's talking about lives, in just like such an expansive way, in such a natural way, in a way that you don't have to have an outside reason for joy. You just are joy. So that's another reason why I just love breathwork, because it releases some of the things that are keeping us from being fully in our body and feeling that joy. So that 10 minutes of breathing is going to look a little like this. I'll show you guys right now. I'm going to move myself a bit so you can see. It's a 3-part breath, 2 breaths in and 1 breath out. So put my hands on my belly and on my chest. Oh, you're muted, Camille.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop myself and Jenny down so that we can get a full image, and we're going to start with the breath work. And you just let me know when to add the music on, because we really want to get to see everything.
Okay, awesome. All right, so you are going to take a deep breath into your belly, a deep breath into your upper chest, and you're going to exhale out. It's all done through your mouth. So you take a deep breath into your lower belly, upper chest, exhale out, lower belly, upper chest, exhale out. You might already, if you're doing this with me and testing it out, you might already kind of feel a little lightheaded. This is totally normal. What I'm going to have you do when you do it with me, when we start the music, is if you have a space to lie down, do that. If you have a space to sit down, that's okay too. If sitting down is your only option right now, do it. But if you have the option to lie down, go ahead and find a space where you can be undisturbed for, I think it's about 16 minutes. And we're going to go and do this breath. And we just keep doing that breath, that we keep that breath going and going. And something that I've found with some of my clients is that maybe they're used to breathing only in their chest, because that's sort of that anxiety space, right? So we're breathing down into our bellies, all the way into our pelvis. But we're also incorporating our chest too, because then if we're only breathing into our bellies, we're missing that expansion in our chest. So we want to fill up the lower belly, fill up the upper chest, and then let it all out. And like I said, you can get a little frustrated at first. You might feel tension coming up in your body, and you just go with it. You keep breathing, coming back to your breath. If you're a meditator, you might practice with mantras. It's that same idea of coming back to the mantra, coming back to the breath. And if it becomes too intense at any point, you have agency and you can just take a regular deep breath in and then join back in the breath work whenever you get a chance. That's what's so amazing is this is just, it's you. It's you doing it. The deeper you go, right? The more you're willing to open and stick with that speed that I'm going to offer and fill up your entire torso, the more you're going to be able to release. And those endorphins are going to start going, and you're going to feel the buzzing in your body. And it's just such a beautiful experience. So, what I'm going to have you do now is find this space, and you can lie down. And if there's anything that I haven't mentioned, Jenny or Camille, please let me know so that I make sure that I have explained that fully. But if you're understanding that breath,
Yes, it's beautiful. No, understood. So what I'm going to do is, just because I have to keep my camera, my microphone on so we can hear the music, but I
Right.
also want to do the meditation. So I'm going to just lower my, or change my screen, but still have the music going, because I don't want to be a distraction to anybody else. I want the focus to solely be on your voice, the music, and everything else. So you just let me know when to get going, and I'll definitely have it up and rolling.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I'll get us started, and then I'll let you know when
I didn't mean
to.
to do that.
That's okay. I'll let you know when to hit
Awesome.
play. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so we're all finding a space. You may want to have a blanket nearby. You may want to have a cover for your eyes, lower the lights, and really try to make a space for yourself. Again, if sitting is where you need to sit, just sit relaxed. Don't worry about sitting up. Just relax. Relax back. Just make sure you've got space. You want to have space in your throat and not let that be condensed, because that's another place that we may need to release. And just close your eyes for a moment before we get started. And just feel yourself right here in this space, right here, right now. And just breathing your natural breath. Find your natural breath. One thing I love to do is just imagine that we are all together in time and space, and I can imagine this circle of this community holding hands together. How beautiful is that? We're just going to ask for support during this breathing practice. Support from the earth, support from above. And making sure you feel very comfortable where you are. And I'm going to start the breathing with you, and then I'll ask Camille, after we get a few breaths in, to go ahead and start the music. And here we go. We're going to take a deep breath into our belly, upper chest, exhale out. Belly, chest, exhale out. And we can start that music and let the music just lead you down this journey. I'm going to stay here with you as well. I'm going to be lighting some sage and spraying some essential oils into the air to support all of us, but always coming back to that breath. Beautiful. And as the music comes, if it can come, that's wonderful. And if it can't, that's okay. We can do this.
Nope, it could come. That was beautiful. I was
Okay.
already getting relaxed. I was like, "Ooh." So I'm gonna lower
Oh,
my screen, and let's get into the
beautiful.
meditation. And is it the 6 minute or
The
which one
10-minute one is first, and then the 6-minute one will hopefully
Okay.
follow.
Today is this the right one? Hold on.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna lower it. You guys can all hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you. You'll be doing this for 10 minutes. And I'm going to let it finding your breath, finding your rhythm. I'm just going to stay quiet for quite a bit of this and let you find your rhythm. You may be starting to feel a little bit of buzzing coming up, a little bit of energy in your body. That's beautiful. You might be feeling some tension. Just kind of shake out your body a little bit here. Shake out your hands. And then coming back to the breath, coming back to the breath. You've got this. You've got this. Something I like to do to release a little bit more energy is just yell out a howl. How about we howl? It's up to you if you're in a space where that's going to cause problems. That's okay. But if you can do it, you might need to cover your mouth. We're going to let out a howl on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. If you felt some release from that, go ahead and do that again. We're trying to release any of that stuck energy any way we can with our breath. Coming back to that breath, coming back to your breath. Maybe taking in 5% more oxygen with each breath now that we've kind of found that rhythm. You take in a little bit more. Always coming back to the breath. And as we're thinking about joy, this might feel a little funny at first, but letting out a laugh. It may feel fake at first, and that's okay. Tapping into that joy, finding that joy, not taking ourselves too seriously. And then coming back to our breath. We want to finish strong. So if we only have a little bit left, give it your best. Give it your all. sprayed a little manifestation spray. If there's anything you're manifesting, bring it to the surface right now. Beautiful. And now you're going to take that breath and you're going to just let yourself have one deep breath in and exhale out. And we're going to stay here, but we're just going to rest with our breath. I'm going to give you a little bit of space just to release that. Keeping the eyes closed. And just let your body sink into the floor that you're on, or the couch, or the chair. Feeling your whole body at once. Did such great work there, that 10 minutes. Now you just get to rest.
Ooh. You know what I loved? I'm gonna
Yeah.
just say it. Right now,
Yeah.
I look a little drunk, but I know. I promise you all, I haven't been drinking. I have been breathing. I've been breathing. No, I totally feel like so like woof. And what I loved was the laugh. So when it's funny because when you even said it too, and I laughed, I was like, huh, I don't know, is this fake? And then all of a sudden, when you said it may seem kind of fake at first or whatever, when you said that too, it just instantly brought in my like the happiness, and it really it felt so like refreshing to get that laugh out. Even the howl was just like that release of energy. It was like an energy release. Now I get it. Is that why? Hmm, is that why wolves howl? It's like that release of energy, especially with the moon, because we already know the moon is energy.
Yeah. I like that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. So that was beautiful. Thank you so much. And I
Yeah.
know you have another one with us, or we doing another one? Or
No,
was that
that's just we can
oh,
lie and relax a little longer, but it was just
oh,
if we
beautiful.
wanted more time. But I
Yeah,
I think that was great.
it was
Yeah.
phenomenal. It
Yeah.
was phenomenal. And I'm so glad that this is on replay because I'm going to do it again. I it totally your voice along with the music, along with the breath,
Mhm.
it's powerful. And what it really did show me is the power of having that what is it called, assisted meditation,
Yeah. Or
where I have yeah, where you're
supported, or yeah,
yeah.
somebody's holding space for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually powerful because not only does it keep me accountable to actually do it, but it's actually guiding me when my mind starts to like redirect itself. And for a lot of us who are just starting out, I'm going to bring Jenny up here too.
Mhm.
Um, hey Jenny, for a lot of us that are just starting out understanding about the breath or even meditation or our morning routines, this sense of peace. It's beautiful when we have individuals like yourselves, like accountability coaches or somebody to guide us, a guided meditation, because again, our minds think so many different thoughts at the same time at one time. So to really hound down and focus, it's great to hear the voice just redirect you back. Even in the times when you said that laugh and the howl, it was like even just before you said it, it was like I was going and then it reminded me right back into my breath and right back into that moment. So I loved it. How about you, Jenny? What was it? How is it for you?
It was so calming. Well, and it actually helps too because well, it's mouth breathing, right? It's like I'm super congested right now,
Yeah.
and everything was just like going so smoothly. But my intention was to release whatever is like that doesn't serve me in my body, and when we were talking about accountability, I've been to Alicia's breathwork sessions a few times, and it's always so amazing. I mean, like that 10 minutes is like really the tip of the iceberg, right? It's like
You didn't do like 10 minutes at all.
yeah, do until like what I'll try the 1 hour, and that's just like super cleansing. And even that 10 minutes, it's really
Yeah.
I don't know if I probably got some release. I mean, like I didn't feel like that much emotion, but like for some reason I got tears coming out. I don't know if it's the cold too, but something is being released, something is being cleansed. Like that's always my experience during breath work. So yeah, try
I
a lot.
love that. I love that. I love that whole release. Like we really get with breath work and meditation, we really get a deeper sense of self. So, things may happen with our senses that we don't even know why it's happening because we have something that's greater that lives within us, which is that infinite energy. That is that sense that's even greater than that sixth sense. It's the unknown part of our body, of our spirit, of our mind that, we really don't, it's there, but we don't recognize it. And sometimes, we have reactions and we don't know why, and the reaction is actually coming from that infinite energy, from that infinite intelligence. So just as you said, like you're having that release, you're feeling this meditation as a form of release, and you're dropping some tears, just like even when some people, when they with religion, they catch that ghost or whatever, that feeling, that spirit. It's a higher being above that, our natural five senses that we really navigate the physical world with. So that's what I love about learning about breath work and understanding it, and really seeing the power of having a guided one as we're growing. Because I've tried many times in the past going online on YouTube and doing breath work and meditation. And let me tell you something, it is so easy to hit stop. Right? It is. It's just like with workouts. I could do a video and have nobody tell me that I'm accountable to, and I could turn it off and say, yeah, I did it. Who's to tell me yes or no? And am I really who's hurting? I am, but the way how our brains are set up, we're set up to look for the easy way out. So I was like, until something else happens, right? So I love that we're talking about the breath work, and definitely, how do we get in contact with you both? We need to know how to get in contact with you, what programs you have coming up, or if you have any going on. Tell us more about what you all have going on, and let's get connected, let's stay connected, and let's get hounded for
Yeah.
2023.
I love it. Yeah. As Jenny said, I teach hour-long breathwork sessions, and that's even kind of cutting it a little bit short to make it possible for people to fit it into their day. But I teach 3 times a month a breathwork session, and you can find all of that on Instagram at my name, Alicia Peterson Baskell.
Is that it just all together?
It's all together. Yep. Just my full name. And I just love teaching these live, like you said, like that. I love that live energy. It's all over Zoom. So I love that too, because I get to be in my home and share that with, people across the world. Yeah. So that is just something that's so beautiful. And I'm going to be in the new year starting a membership for people who they want to take those 2 or 3 sessions every month and get the recordings so that they can practice at home on a regular basis, like we're talking about.
That's awesome. And another question I do have before we hand the mic over to Jenny is there a specific time of the day you would recommend doing breath work, or is it really dependent on the actual individual and what time of day do they feel the most relaxed? Or is it something that we should be doing when we're feeling tense? Or is it something that we should just be doing in our daily routines as a whole? So I guess that's 2 questions. And then we'll go over to Jenny.
No, I love that. I love that question. In fact, I was thinking about it earlier today, that breath work, honestly, is so useful at any time of day, because really what it's doing, it's just bringing you to that present moment. So if it's in the evening that you can do it, it'll help you sleep. Right. You'll feel you'll feel you're tired. If it's in the morning, it might help energize you. In the middle of the day, I do one in the middle of the day, and I love it. I love that space to kind of stop and check in with myself and recover from the first half of the day so that the rest of my day can be great. So one answer is any time that works for you truly. And it is easier. I find people say that it's easier to like just drop into that relaxed state first thing in the morning. And if that's possible for people, I think that's when I prefer to do it.
Mhm.
But for some people that's not possible. And so just having patience with yourself. If your mind is already racing, racing, racing,
Mhm.
it might need a little time to slow down, and
Nonsense.
that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah,
That's
that's
okay.
just part of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Awesome. Now, Miss Jenny, would love, love, love. How can we connect with you? What do you have going on with yourself? And most importantly, let's get this morning routine going and really into the forefront of all of our domes now and forevermore. So, Jenny, mic is yours, girl.
Thank you. Oh wow. I love what Alicia said about doing that in the morning because that energizes. Yeah, it
Mm,
really does. Because that would be like the first thing that I do is
mm,
centering myself through that breath and set that intention to generate energy. What kind of energy do I want to generate? It's the joyful energy, and then do that breath work. And then through that, that kind of fuels me to do other things like, okay,
mhm,
what do I want to do next? Dancing. Okay, we're going to make it so much more fun. And
mhm,
so, yeah, that's my routine that I want to help you craft too. And so, what I have going on the week before Christmas, so that will be the week
Week
of
of the 20th, the 19th, 20th. Yeah.
19th. Yeah, 19th to 23rd, I'm going to have challenge
Mm,
and that is for us to that is my gift for mamas who are burned out and overwhelmed, and
mhm,
especially it's like I think a lot of us are pretty overwhelmed, right? Like, on normal days plus the holidays. Oh, that's tough. So, through the challenge, I'm going to show these mamas how to pour love into themselves, and that is through the morning routine.
mhm,
And so, the challenge will put like some kind of a framework, like how we could wake up a little earlier, how we could explore the activities that we love, and how we could focus on the fun and the joy,
mhm.
and the activity that you do in the minutes that you have in the morning is just that. So
Yeah.
that's how you pour love in the morning. And then we'll talk about nutrition, um, and other health
Wellness.
too,
Yeah. Yeah.
other types of wellness too. And also, like, when we have more time, we could probably also focus on our spiritual and intellectual
Love it.
aspects of,
Yeah.
how we could feed and nourish ourselves in the morning. And so that's really how my key of eliminating stress.
Mhm.
Um, and I also have a Facebook group now. It's called Burned Out Mom Support. And that's probably something that I could share later on. I'm not really sure how to share that right now, but I can at some point. I will do
Mhm.
that. And so, yeah, join the Facebook club. And if you're interested in that challenge, it's free. I'd be so happy to have you.
Mhm.
Awesome. And a way that you could share it out is actually on my page. So if there's anything that you would like to post, definitely post it. It goes to me, and I guess I just have to approve it, but that's no problem. If you have it going on, and that goes for you too, Alicia, and that goes for anybody that's listening. To know me is to know I am a lover of
Mhm.
everything about supporting women and us being able to support each other to be the best versions of ourselves. So, with that being said, my space here on We Got This is open to others to be able to bring value to the community and as well as uplift us all as a whole. So if there's anything that you ever have going on, like your challenge, if you have anything that like such as an advertisement or a post, definitely post it on there and let's get the community knowing about it because you never know. Somebody listening here may need you. I need you. We need to know what's going on. So constantly, as I always say, a little rule of thumb for us women in business, whenever you have the opportunity to stand up, show up, use your voice, and use a platform to also market what you have going on and your passion, you jump and you do it. You take that action, because that is a form of wellness. That's a form of care. And that's a form of keeping you focused and accountable to all that you offer. So I definitely would love to have further information on what you both do on the page, so the community can constantly see it, especially those who are checking out the replays. So there's power in the replay, and there's power in, again, speaking up, showing up, and just taking every opportunity by the horn. So I'm so grateful to have you all here today. I'm I'm like relaxed. It's just in time, because it's about to for me to go and pick up, my tribe of children. Yeah, I say tribe because it's literally a tribe. So I'm feeling right at peace just to get onto the second half of the day. And I thank you all so very much for coming on the We Got This Mind and Body page. And definitely, I look forward to doing another meditation in the new year on the We Got This Mind and Body page. So stay tuned. Make sure that you are staying connected with us all. Follow each and every one of us here on Facebook. I have also on Instagram and any other handles. If you all have further handles, please put it into the chat after this live, because we want to make sure that we stay connected and continue to elevate in this beautiful thing called life. So thank you all so very much. And until next week, as I always say, you got this, we got this. Now let's go. Thank you all. Bye.